All right, good day, students. Welcome to this subject, the contemporary world. So, I am Miss Novi Di Balighot, your instructor for this subject. So, we are now in our lesson 16, but before that, let us have a recap. So, last time I have discussed to you our topic about food security, and we were able to understand what food security means, and we have learned about how a changing climate, growing global population, rising in food prices, environmental stressors, poverty have significant yet uncertain impacts on food security in which many countries are facing today. And we have learned about strategies and policies in response to global change, including land use patterns, food trade, post harvest food processing, and food prices and safety, which are urgently needed. So this time we will be discussing our or I will be discussing to you our lesson 16, which is all about the global citizenship, right? So in this lesson, you are expected to articulate your personal definition on global citizenship and appreciate the ethical obligation of a global citizen. Right. So, what does it mean to be a global citizen? So, according to globalcitizen.org, we have here a 9 inspirational leaders or activists honored by Global Citizen Prize through the years. So these previous winners have dedicated their lives to making the world a better place for all. So Global Citizen campaigns to achieve the United Nations 17 global goals and end extreme poverty by 2030. So part of that work is to recognize and uplift the extraordinary people around the world who are making a positive contribution towards ending poverty and its root causes in their own communities. So, Global Citizen Prize was established to do just that. So, through an award ceremony to celebrate the world's leaders and activists who are taking action to achieve a world that is fair, just, and equal. So, let us start with the first awardee, George Harrison. So, Global Citizen Prize began in 2016 when they presented the first ever George Harrison Global Citizen Award to the late Beatle himself, George Harrison. The award was created to honor an artist who had demonstrated excellence in both music and activism throughout the course of their career, a description that rings true for the famed Beatles guitarist. So, although Harrison died nearly 2 decades ago, Harrison left a lasting legacy on the history of celebrity charitable work. So, in 1971, he organized what is regarded as the first ever multi artist benefit concert. So, this concert is the Concert for Bangladesh. So, this concert raised funds and awareness for a country that was suffering from floods, famine, and civil war. So, today, the George Harrison Fund for UNICEF continue to support programs in Bangladesh and as well as in other countries that provide children with health, education, nutrition, and emergency relief. Second is Annie Lennox. So, who is Annie Lennox? So, she is a Scottish singer-songwriter who was presented the George Harrison Global Citizen Award the following year in 2017. So, because of her dedication to global humanitarian work. So, ever since she performed at the inaugural concert of Nelson Mandela's HIV/AIDS Foundation, Lennox has been on a mission to raise awareness and fundraise for the cause, even starting her own campaign. To sing is to support women and children who are affected by the HIV virus. So Lennox has also been a champion of empowering marginalized women and girls worldwide through her organization, The Circle. So, which aims to end gender based discrimination, violence, and inequality. So, this year, The Circle, which is a global non governmental organization founded by Anne Lennox, uses the collective power of women to fight for gender equality. And today, it launches a new campaign, which is hashtag Circles of Change, to raise funds for some of the most vulnerable women and girls across the world, and also to fight against injustice and inequality. The third is Erna Solberg. So, honored of her commitment to fighting for equal rights for women, this Norwegian Prime Minister Erna Solberg was awarded in the inaugural Global Citizen Prize for a World Leader in 2018 at Global Citizen Festival Mandela 100 in Johannesburg, South Africa. So the award honors a political figure who has advocated for and implemented policy changes that have actionably improved the lives of those suffering the effects of poverty. So she's also a co-chair of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals Advocacy Group and a leader of her own country. She focuses on women's and girls' empowerment as well as global education through the Education Commission, which she co founded, and she aims to ensure that all children everywhere are in school within a generation. So, and with the creation of the Global Financing Facility in partnership with other world leaders, Solberg works to provide quality health care and nutrition for women, children, and adolescents around the world. Next is Wawira Giroud. So, the Global Citizen Festival Mandela 100 also saw the presentation of the first ever Global Citizen Prize, or the Cisco Youth Leadership Award, which was presented to Wawira, now a 29-year-old founder and executive director of Food for Education. So the Cisco Youth Leadership Award was created to recognize and lift up an individual aged 18 to 30 years old who is positively impacting the world and demonstrating the impact that young people are having in the fight against extreme poverty. So, Jiro received this honor for her organization Food for Education, which provides subsidized and highly nutritious meals to thousands of school children in Kenya. So, her goal is to make sure that children have sufficient food and nutrition to succeed in the classroom. So far, her organization has delivered 5 million meals that have led to improved nutrition, school attendance, and performance. Next is Richard Curtis. So who is Richard Curtis? So the iconic filmmaker and activist Richard Curtis won the first ever Global Citizen of the Year award in 2019 at the Global Citizen Prize ceremony hosted in London Royal Albert Hall. So, the Global Citizen of the Year award honors an individual who has demonstrated exceptional and sustained impact towards the goal of ending extreme poverty. So, through his numerous organizations and campaigns, including um, Comic Relief, Red Nose Day, and Project Everyone, Curtis has engaged millions of people in the fight against poverty. So, more than 3 decades, He has relentlessly worked to accelerate progress toward a more fair and equitable world and raised more than $1.5 billion to help vulnerable people and communities. Sixth is Sting. So, Sting is a world renowned star whose career has spanned 5 decades. So, he received the 2019 Global Citizen Artist of the Year award, an award that honors a creative individual or group using their platform and work to create change not just through conversation but through a meaningful impact. Through his career, Sting has used his time in the limelight to raise awareness about climate change and deforestation, particularly the need to save the world's rainforest. In fact, in 1989, he co-founded the Rainforest Foundation, which has so far protected more than 33 million acres of rainforest. Seven is Amina Mohammed. So, Amina Mohammed is a Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations. She was awarded the 2019 Global Citizen Prize for the World Leader for her lifelong fight against the causes of extreme poverty. In fact, she played an integral role in the creation of the 17 global goals we have today. So, prior to her position as Deputy Secretary General of the UN, Mohammed helped her home country, Nigeria, reduce the HIV infection and maternal mortality rates. She also steered the country's climate action efforts as a Minister of Environment from 2015 to 2016. And today, Amina Mohammed continues to work towards building a world where every girl and boy has the tools and support to make their dreams a reality. Next is Hamdi Ulu Kaya. Um, the founder and the CEO of food company Chobani, Hamdi was named the first ever winner of the Global Citizen Prize for Business Leader. So this is an award that honors an individual who has combined business goals with positive human impact. So for Ulukaya, expanding his company comes hand in hand with supporting his community. Not only does he champion fully paid parental leave, but he also donates to local food banks and support food programs in local schools. So Ulukaya is also especially passionate about action against the global refugee crisis, and he founded the 10th Partnership for Refugees to mobilize the private sector to improve the lives and futures of more than 25 million displaced people. So Chubani also hires many legally resettled refugees who make up about 30% of its workforce. Lastly is Priya Prakash. So in 2019, this 28-year-old Priya Prakash was named the winner of the Global Citizen Prize, which is the Cisco Youth Leadership Award, for her work to ensure that every child across India can grow up healthy. So, as the founder and CEO of Health Set Go, she aims to improve the health and lives of 1 million students by 2023. So, her organization, Health Set Go, works to achieve this goal by integrating technology and healthcare to empower the parents, doctors, schools, and government to improve the health and lives of children in India. So far, it has impacted more than 250,000 students and parents across more than 77 cities through its initiatives, which include in school medical assessments and health education kits. So, those were the nine um, inspirational activists and leaders honored by the Global Citizen Prize through the years. So, those previous winners have dedicated their lives to making the world a better place for all, particularly in the light of the unprecedented global challenges we have faced this year. It's reminding us all that together we will come out of this year stronger. So, to be a global citizen is not just someone who is aware of the wider world, having a sense of own role as a world citizen, one who respects and values diversity, and has an understanding of how the world works, which is outraged by social injustice. So rather be that someone who actively participates in your community at range of levels, from the local to global. Be that someone who is willing to act to make the world a more equitable and sustainable place, and be that someone who takes responsibility for your actions and instrument to change. So each one of us has the capacity to become a global citizen at any age. And if you join in your local community garden and help your biodiversity in your locality, means you are a global citizen. If you complete a 5-minute river, beach, streets clean, you're a global citizen. So remember, it's not about acting locally while thinking globally. So being a global citizen does not mean abandoning our national identity. Rather, it is enriching it with the joys and responsibilities of being part of a globalized world. So that would be all for this lesson. So have a good day, everyone. Hello to my students in the Contemporary World subject. Congratulations for reaching this far. So we are done with all the lessons for this subject, and I hope you gained a lot of knowledge and make use of those to become a better and a responsible citizen of this world. So continue your hard work and dedications towards your dreams. Wishing you all the best in your career.